Hi everyone, Brittany here. As promised, here is this week's Q&A. First of all, thank you so much for the support on Instagram and on Stardoll for starting this channel. It was so nice to see and I love you all. Hope you enjoy the videos that are to come here. I hope to upload every Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll ultimately just have to see what happens. Here's what you asked, and I'm gonna put on some glasses because I can't read without them. We will start with the important questions. Mel12 Reed asks, are you scared of clowns? I used to like clowns and then 2016 happened and I don't like them anymore. Raquel Bam Stardoll asks, what's your favourite food? I don't know if this counts as a food because it's a dessert, but I love pavlova. Pavlova is basically a meringue cake with a marshmallow centre and it is so good. Like, I would eat it all the time if I could. Eve11149 has a few questions. How do you feel when you're the one who does a social recap? It's quite hard to explain how it feels. It's quite an honour to start off with. The Stardoll Social Recap series, not the previous Stardoll Recap series, the Social Recap, that's all about you dolls and I love how it's developing. It's a lot better. I'm not really a big factor in the series itself. It's all about the work you do. All that I really do is just compile it into information to put into a video each week. There is the recap wall, but I never actually expected people to draw me that much and I wanted to figure out a way to present that to the Social Recap series, and then the recap wall was born. To be on the recap series, it feels great, but it's not necessarily about me, it's about you dolls, and I love that. Is it hard to pick the dolls who will be featured? It's mostly difficult because I want to be able to feature a range of content per video, so if I see quite a few dolls with these incredible suites, I want to be able to give them a good spotlight per video instead of just keeping it all in one theme, if that makes sense. A lot of work does go into compiling the information per video, but it's fun and I love working on it, so yeah. Did you ever get discouraged as a fashion designer? While it can get overwhelming studying fashion design at times, there's never been a time when I've said, I don't want to do this anymore. I've known since I was a kid that I've wanted to pursue a career creatively, and I feel like fashion is the best way that I can express that. If I feel like I'm stuck doing fashion for a while and I'm not really sure how to push myself, I switch to art for a little bit. I do a lot of drawing and painting. Following dreams, especially creatively based dreams like an artist, fashion designer, musician, it's faced with hardships, but if you can work hard and overcome that, nothing can stop you. Charlie24 and Fungistica both ask, how did you start making videos for Stardoll? It goes back to 2014 actually. If I didn't send that email, then none of this would have happened. I just finished making this really intricate dress. It took me months to make and it's still one of my favorites. I got the photos back from a photo shoot prior to a fashion show and it was on Stardoll at the time and I thought, I wonder if Stardoll want to see a Stardoll user making clothing. I remember that night I wrote up an email, I attached the pictures, I made a little Stardoll graphic as well of the design. I sent the email and kind of forgot about it. I got really busy with school and other fashion work at the time, so then about a week later I was on the computers at high school. We were meant to be doing science work, but obviously I wasn't. I went on the Stardoll blog just to see what was happening and then just bam, on the first page was my work and I was just freaking out in the middle of class. Quite embarrassing thinking back, but I was so happy and I still am. Every couple of months I would send them just what I was doing when it came to fashion and sometimes I put them on the blog. Then in about mid 2015 I got an email from Stardoll. They asked if I wanted to work on this secret project which turned out to be the Stardoll Diaries. So that happened and then a few months after that the Ask Noelani series ended. I used to love watching that series, so I sent a little email to Stardoll asking if I was able to offer my work and be able to make a video each week. A wee while later I got an email back from Stardoll and they said, sure, well we can try it. And then the Stardoll Recap series just happened from there. Moral of the story is, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, your energy and your love and your passion, because you never know what's going to happen. The Recap series has transformed so much since then and I'm so excited to see where it's going to go in the future. The T12800 has some questions. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is red, like bright red. White or black? Grey. Or both. Cats versus dogs. Dogs. I like cats, but I like dogs more. Digital art versus drawing on paper. Personally, I do more digital art, but it's nice to change it up and do traditional art every now and then. What's your favourite emoji? This one. What kind of music do you like? I quite like a variety. It depends on what I'm feeling. So I could listen to Avalanche City or Ed Sheeran and then go to J-pop, Vocaloid, and then go to video game music. It really just depends. Uxtros and Mark Stardoll asked the question, have I met Kelly Stardoll? And that answer is no. First of all, I'm not Kelly Stardoll. I don't really know where that rumour started. And while I do talk to Stardoll staff, I don't talk to Kelly specifically. I would love to meet her though. One of my dreams is to travel to Sweden and visit Stardoll HQ. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to either work or intern there and just say hi. So sending love to the people at Stardoll watching this, and I hope to visit there one day. Nedic asks, what's your favourite hair colour? While I do love red hair, my favourite would actually be teal blue. I hope to dye my hair blue sometime this year, so that's why it's been bleached. Call Emma1245 asks, would you stop playing Stardoll if you got older? I definitely don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So much of my life is associated around fashion anyway, and Stardoll's all about that, so I also love working with the community, and if for some reason I can't do the social recap series, I would still be there. But I'm not stopping anytime soon, don't worry. Takiyudits asks, how long have you been on Stardoll and has it changed for you in any way? I joined Stardoll back in 2008 and it's the same account that I still use. Visually, Stardoll is completely different. It's so much more advanced since I joined. Back then I was on the clubs a lot. While my interests themselves have changed over time, my interest in Stardoll hasn't changed. And I'm still playing almost 9 years on. If you had a book of your life in front of you, would you open it or not? Most likely I would want to read it, but I'd be too scared to. If you have the chance to go to the future or past, where would you go and why? I would want to go to the past, but not to change anything about it, just to experience childhood and my family and all the times that we had as kids once more. And finally, Juicy Daily asks a few more questions. Makeup or fashion? I know more about fashion, so I would choose that, but I do like a lot about makeup too. Is it hard to film videos for the Stardoll social recap? Filming the video specifically isn't hard to do because I'm quite comfortable with talking in front of a camera, but one of the problems with that, and I'm sure many of you have become aware, and that is how I pronounce things. What? And I am so sorry if I pronounce any brand designers or usernames wrong. I do my research before making videos, but sometimes I get it wrong and I feel really bad about it. Have you ever thought about making the social recap video longer? I do my best to make the videos longer each week, but I do write the prompts. I write a wee script beforehand so I know what I'm going to say, and then I speak it, and then it only takes 2.5 minutes when I thought it would take 3 or 4 minutes. I do want to make the videos longer, but it's quite a lot of information to compile and process each week, and I'm doing this all myself, and I love doing that. It's just quite a lot. What's your favourite fashion piece on Stardoll at the moment? I love the new Hot Buys glitter platform heels. For anyone who knows me quite personally, I have this obsession with glitter, so as soon as I saw them, I needed them. I am interested in becoming a fashion designer too. Awesome! How did you start your fashion design career? I'm only a fashion student. I've been doing fashion design work and study for quite a few years, but last year was the year that I formally started studying it. If you're in school or high school especially, it's a great time to get started and to get ahead. I recommend learning how to sew because while it can sometimes get a little bit boring, it helps a lot and makes it a lot easier when it comes to designing. The internet is full of information about how to design fashion or gain inspiration, and all you have to do is just draw and express yourself. Keep making, keep drawing. I feel like this will be a good video for next week. So that's all the questions for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sending in your questions. This was quite fun to do, and I'm looking forward to seeing what next week's video will be. Feel free to send any video suggestions in the comments below and I will check them out, and I will see you next week. Bye!